If you're over 50 and thinking about buying a home, maybe on your own, maybe after a big life change, you've got one huge advantage: experience. But sometimes experience can work against you in today's market, especially when it makes you cautious or worse, keeps you waiting. And with everything going on right now, including the government shutdown drama, it's easy to feel like the timing's off. But here's the truth. Washington may be on pause, but the Denver real estate market isn't. And the biggest mistake I see buyers make, waiting so long for perfect timing that someone else grabs the home they wanted. So let's talk about the three biggest mistakes I see buyers over 50 make and how you can avoid them. Mistake number one, waiting for the perfect time. Everyone loves the idea of timing the market, but in real estate, waiting for the perfect moment is a little like waiting for all the lights to turn green before you leave your driveway. It's just not going to happen. Right now in the Denver metro area, prices have leveled, inventory is healthy, and sellers are finally negotiating again. Now, that doesn't mean it's a fire sale, but it does mean buyers finally have options. For single-family homes, we're sitting at just over 3 months of inventory. That's a balanced market, not a buyer's market, not the frenzy of 2021, which means if you're selling first, strategy really matters. Well-priced, well-prepared homes are still moving, and the ones that sit, well, they're usually missing the mark on either presentation or price. So if selling is part of your plan, it's less about luck and more about having a solid, realistic game plan. If your goal is to right size, trade in that big house for a townhome, condo, or patio home, oh, this is your moment. The inventory here has grown, which gives you leverage to negotiate the kind of terms that make your transition smoother. Maybe it's an inspection credit. Maybe it's having the seller help with the HOA fees or rate buy downs. The point is you actually have room to breathe again. And if you want the full breakdown of what's driving this shift, check out my Denver market update video. I'll link it here and down below. It lays out how fall 2025 is shaping up and why buyers 50 plus are quietly getting their advantage back. Here's the takeaway. The longer you wait for the perfect time, the more likely you'll miss your time. The market will keep moving either way. The question is whether it moves with or without you. Now, mistake number two is underestimating the lifestyle shift. Let's be honest, buying after 50 isn't just about finding a new house. It's about figuring out what kind of life you want next. I see it all the time. Someone says, I'm just going to downsize, as if a smaller automatically means simpler. But downsizing can turn into trading one set of hassles for another if you're not clear on how you actually want to live day to day. That's why I like to think of it as right sizing. Choosing a home that fits your life now, not the one you had 20 years ago. Do you love to travel? Well, then maybe yard work and snow removal don't belong in your next chapter. Want to be close to the grandkids but still have your own space? A townhome near trails and parks might be perfect. Or maybe you're craving privacy and natural light after years in a busy neighborhood. A patio home on the edge of town could be your reset button. And I'll be honest, this is the part that trips most people up. It's not just about finding the next home, it's about letting go of the old one, especially the stuff that's come along for the ride. Yeah, the memories, the collections, the I might need this someday boxes. If you're standing in your basement thinking, where do I start? I've got you. You can download my free guide called Declutter to Distress. It's full of simple, realistic steps to help you start letting go without losing your mind. I'll link it below. Because right-sizing isn't just less square footage. It's about more freedom, more weekends that belong to you, and more energy for what actually matters. So before you start scrolling listings, take a minute to picture your life 5 years from now. What do you want more of? What do you want less of? Answer that first, and the right home will almost pick you. Now, mistake number 3 is fearing the mortgage. This one comes up in almost every conversation I have. I'll just sell my house and pay cash for the next one. And sometimes that's perfect, especially if you're moving from a higher value area or if you've built a lot of equity. But for many buyers right now, the math just doesn't quite land that neatly. And if you're coming from a smaller or more affordable part of Colorado into the Denver metro area, prices can feel like sticker shock. Or maybe you're splitting proceeds after a divorce or helping adult children or parents at the same time. And suddenly that cash purchase turns into needing a small loan to bridge the gap. And that's completely normal. Here's what I tell clients all the time. A mortgage after 50 isn't a setback, it's a strategy. Lenders just don't look at your age. They look at the whole picture. Equity, savings, income, even retirement accounts. The question isn't, can I borrow? It's what structure makes the most sense for my lifestyle. And if you're eyeing a new build, which many do for the low maintenance appeal, remember, those beautiful model homes come with Metro District taxes and HOA fees that can add hundreds a month. Now, it's not a deal breaker. It's just something to factor in. Sometimes an established neighborhood with predictable fees ends up being more comfortable long-term fit. The goal is to design a financial plan that supports your next chapter, not squeezes it. Maybe that means taking a smaller mortgage so you can keep cash on hand for travel or updates. Maybe it means leveraging equity to buy before you sell or stretching your proceeds just enough to land where you truly want to be. Now, soon I'm going to be walking through financing after 50 in plain English with my lender. We'll look at what lenders really consider, how your assets can work for you, and why using a small loan can actually give you more freedom, not less. And if you want that, make sure to subscribe so you know when that comes out. And if you want to start mapping out your next move right now, grab my free guide called How to Make a Smart Move in Denver When You're Moving Solo. It covers how to prep financially, plan your timeline, and stay sane while handling all the details on your own. You'll find that link down below too. And if you're new here, welcome. My name's Peggy Dursthoff, and I'm a realtor with Live Denver Suburbs, powered by HomeSmart. And I help individuals 50 and older make confident, well-planned real estate moves in the Denver metro area, especially when they're doing it solo. If any of this sounded familiar, that's actually a good thing. It means you're paying attention to your next chapter, not just reacting to it. Because buying smart isn't about chasing perfect timing, it's about recognizing when life and opportunity finally line up and giving yourself permission to move forward. If you're starting to think seriously about your next move, this is the moment to get clear, not rushed. I offer a short one-on-one strategy call where we sort through your goals, your timing, and your options so you can make a confident plan that fits your life. You'll find the link below to schedule. And if you just want to keep learning, subscribe and join me here every week. We talk market trends, smart strategies, and what it really feels like to make a move solo in the Denver suburbs. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.